I ate my first Turkish stuffed apricot at one of my favorite restaurants in London called Gallipoli over 20 years ago. It was love at first bite, and so I've been having quite the affair making them at home ever since. While the original versions use ingredients like rose water and pomegranate molasses, for my own tasty twist, I like to put an Indian spin on mine, flavoring the apricots by soaking them in a spice blend traditionally used in masala chai, then echoing those chai flavors again for the mascarpone filling. Though technically there's no actual black tea in mine, just the fresh spices you think of when you think of chai. I'm Claire, welcome to Eat Your Life. This is how to make Chai Mascarpone Stuffed Apricots. To make this recipe, there are 5 steps. Make the marinade, reduce that marinade into a syrup, prep the filling, chop the topping, and then put them all together. Okay, to make the chai marinade to soak the apricots, you need a small to medium-sized saucepan set over high heat, to which you will add 2 cups of water. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon each of the following spices. Green cardamom pods, preferably cracked until they're just open. Coriander seeds, allspice, whole mixed peppercorns, cloves, a few slices of fresh ginger, and then 1 cinnamon stick, which I've cracked in half to fit in the pan. Add those all in there. Then I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can forgo this if vanilla isn't your thing. Then I'm also going to add 1/4 cup of honey. You could add any kind of sugar, though if you are living a sugar-free lifestyle, you can skip this ingredient and then skip the next step of making the syrup. These are perfectly delicious without any added sugar. Regardless of sugar or no sugar, bring it all to the boil for a minute or 2. Then remove it from the heat, and we're going to add 24 dried apricots. And then we are going to set aside for 8 hours overnight, 48 hours maximum. After they have finished soaking, mine were for 24 hours, strain the liquid, set the nectarines aside, discard the spices, and then return that liquid to the same pan on a high heat for about 5 to 7 minutes. You want to boil it until it reduces by about half, 5 to 7 minutes, until it's a nice medium thick syrup. Okay, so after about 5 to 7 minutes, we're gonna start getting this frothing, and then we are going to transfer our syrup to a small bowl. To make the filling, you can use 250 grams of either mascarpone, clotted cream, creme fraiche, or any thick Greek yogurt, to which you will add 1 teaspoon each of the following ground spices. We have green cardamom, clove, coriander, allspice, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Put those all in there. And then I am also adding the zest of 1 mandarin, satsuma, tangerine, orange. These are not traditional chai flavors, but I find that citrus really marries great with this, especially the oranges. Mix this all super well until it's blended, and then your filling is ready to stuff your apricots. And finally, to prep our topping, we are going to use 1/3 cup of whole pistachios and 1/2 teaspoon of large flake sea salt. You have 2 options here. You can either chop them in a food processor, or you can put them in a Ziploc bag and go for a little therapy and smash the hell out of them. No matter which way you choose, you're gonna end up with a nice chopped version of pistachios and salt. And now we are ready to put it all together. Take whatever vessel you're going to use, small platter, large platter, super tiny individual platter, and scoop a nice dollop of our syrup. Forgo that step if you're not using it. Then you're gonna take 1 of your soaked apricots, split it open, Most dried apricots are pre-cut. If not, use a paring knife to slice it down the middle. Then you can use a teaspoon, or even better, and totally non-cosmetic, put your filling into a Ziploc bag, one corner, cut the tip off, pipe in your filling, and then you're going to roll that apricot with the filling into our pistachios and salt and nestle it into our little vessel here. I hope you adore these luscious little morsels as much as I do. Wishing you love with every bite. Thanks for joining me. Happy eating. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.